Hi guys, my name is Michael Clarence Erdogan. Today I'm going to talk about proper sleep. So before we start, we need to learn what is sleep first. So sleep is a natural recurring state of mind and body characterized by altered consciousness, relatively inhibited sensory activity, reduced muscle activity, and inhibition of nearly all voluntary muscles during rapid eye movement. So facts about sleep. So a review of 15 studies found that people who don't get enough sleep are at far greater risk of heart disease or stroke than those who sleep 7 to 8 hours per night. So, um, there's a lot of risk if you don't don't follow the minimum hours of sleeping. So how long should one sleep? So, at the age of 3 to 5 years, um, you need to sleep 10 to 13 hours per 24 hours, including naps. So, children's or 3 to 5 years tend to, they need to always sleep, especially in the afternoon. So, 6 to 12 years old needs 9 to 12 hours per 24 hours. And 13 to 18 years old is 8 to 10 hours per 24 hours, and adults need 7 or more hours a night. So, negative effects of lack of sleep. So, some of the most serious potential problems associated with chronic sleep deprivation are high blood pressure, diabetes, heart attack, heart failure, or stroke. Other potential problems includes obesity, depression, impairment in immunity, and lower sex drive. Chronic sleep deprivation can even affect your appearance. So, lack of sleep has many negative effects, especially um, the ones that are very dangerous, the stroke, the heart failure, heart attacks, diabetes, and many more. So it can even affect our appearance, like gaining eye bags, pimples, and many more. So how to improve sleep? So here are the examples on how to improve your sleep. So first is increase bright light exposure during the day. Next is reduce blue light exposure in the evening. Don't consume caffeine late in the day. Reduce irregular or long daytime night naps. Try to sleep and wake at consistent times. Take melatonin supplement. Consider these other supplements and don't drink alcohols. So these are only some types of things you need to do to improve your sleep. So there are other many ways to improve your sleep. So what are the necessary preparations to have proper sleep? So you need to stick to a sleep schedule. Set aside no more than 8 hours for sleep. So you need to schedule your time of sleep and maintain your body clock or body time clock. So pay attention to what you eat and drink. Don't go to bed hungry or stuffed. So it will be not healthy if you eat if you sleep with full stomach, because the other muscles or other organs is um resting and it will not function well, so it won't digest what you eat. So create a restful environment, create a room that's ideal for sleeping. So you need to be comfortable in where you sleep, and um, have a comfortable environment which you will be comfortable of. So limit daytime naps. So if you limit your daytime naps, you will not you will be sleepy in the time you usually sleep, because if you don't limit your daytime naps, your body won't be tired in your sleeping schedule. So you need to limit your daytime naps. So include physical activity in your daily routine. So so in order to properly sleep, so you need to to what do you call this, you need to move your muscles, or any or your body, your for your muscles or to be exhausted, and it will have, or it will properly rest. So manage worries. So you need to sleep without stress and without thinking anything. So that's all for my report, and thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Good day, everyone. My name is Jimmer Jimena, and today I will go into report about nutrition. What is nutrition? Nutrition is the process of providing or obtaining the food necessary for health and growth. Nutrition is the study of food and how it works in our body. Nutrition includes all the stuff that's in our food, such as vitamins, protein, and more. It's important to eat a variety of food, including fruits, vegetables, dairy products, and grains, so you can have what you need to grow and to be healthy. When we say nutrition, it talks about the food what we eat. It is important to have a nutrition in our body because it will help us to be strong and more energetic and healthy. B. What consists a healthy diet? First, what is healthy diet? A healthy diet is a diet that maintains or improves overall health. A healthy diet provides the body with essential nutrition. Let's go back to the question. What consists of a healthy diet? What we need in our body is a healthy eating plan. Emphasize vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and fat-free or low-fat dairy products. Includes lean meats, poultry, fish, beans, egg, and nuts. Limits saturated and trans fats. While you're on a diet, you should also do exercise so that your body will become healthy and fit. What is the importance of healthy diet? A healthy diet is essential for good health nutrition. It protects you against many chronic, non-communicable diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. Eating variety of foods and consuming less salt, sugars, and industrial produced trans fats are essential for a healthy diet. What does a poor diet do to you? In short term, poor nutrition can contribute to stress, tiredness, and our capacity to work. And over time, it can contribute to the risk of developing some illness and other health problems, such as being overweight or obese, tooth decay, and high blood pressure. And there are 5 results if you're not eating healthy. Most all of the studies agreed that diet has a big impact in our health, to the extent of determining whether a person will get a chronic disease like cancer, cardiovascular condition, heart disease, and stroke, and being among the most common, diabetes, osteoporosis, dental issue, and obesity. Good diet versus bad diet. First, What is a good diet? A good diet is a diet that maintains or improves overall health. A good diet provides the body with essential nutrition. Then, what is a bad diet? Poor eating habits include under or overeating, not having enough of the healthy foods we need each day, or consuming too many types of food and drink which are low in fiber or high in fat, salt, and or sugar. And that's all, sir. Thank you.
Good day everyone, my name is Miko Abernica. So for today, I am going to report about exercise. So these are the objectives. First, listeners will hopefully be able to define exercise. Second, to identify the benefits of exercise physically and mentally. Third, to identify the best exercise for physical and mental health. Fourth is to know when is the right time to exercise. And last is to identify the importance of exercise. So first, let us define exercise. Exercise is physical activity that is planned, structured, and repetitive for the purpose of conditioning any part of the body. Exercise is used to improve health, maintain fitness, and is important as a means of physical rehabilitation. Next is the benefits of exercise to you physically and mentally. So these are the physical benefits of exercise. Number 1, it manages your weight better. Along with diet, exercise plays an important role in controlling your weight and preventing obesity. Number 2, to reduce your risk of heart disease. Exercise strengthens your heart and improves your circulation. The increased blood flow raises the oxygen levels in your body. This helps lower your risk of heart diseases. And last, number 3, strengthen your bones and muscles. Regular exercise can help kids and teens build strong bones. Later in life, it can also slow the loss of bone density that comes with the age. Doing strengthening activities can help you increase or maintain your muscle mass and strength. And these are the mental benefits of exercise. Number 1, help for depression and anxiety. Exercise is scientifically proven mood booster, decreasing symptoms of both depression and anxiety. Physical activity kicks up endorphin levels, the body's famous feel-good chemical produced by the brain and the spinal cord that produces the feelings of happiness. Even just moderate exercise throughout the week can improve depression and anxiety, so that some doctors recommend trying out an exercise for these conditions before turning to medicine. Number 2, reduce stress levels. Something that can make us all happier. Increasing your heart rate can actually reverse stress, induce brain damage by stimulating the production of new hormones, which not only improve cognition and mood, but improve thinking. Exercise also forces the body's central and sympathetic nervous system to communicate one another, improving the body's overall ability to respond to stress. Next, number 3, increase self-esteem and self-confidence. From improving endurance to losing weight and increasing muscle tone, there is no shortage of physical achievements that come from regular exercise. All those achievements can all add up to a whopping boost of self-esteem and the confidence that comes with it. Oftentimes, it happens before you realize it. It's just one of the many benefits of physical activity that boost your body mind, and spirit. And last, number 4, brain boost. From building intelligence to strengthen memory, exercise boosts brain power in a number of ways. Cardiovascular exercise creates new brain cells that improves overall brain performance. It also prevents cognitive decline and memory loss. Studies also prove that physical activity boosts creativity and mental energy. So, if you are in need of inspiration, your big idea could be just exercise. Next is, what are some examples of exercises to do? These are some examples of exercises to do to improve physical health. First, brisk walking or jogging. Second, yard work like raking. Third, dancing. Fourth, swimming. Fifth, biking. Sixth, climbing stairs or hills. And last, playing tennis or basketball. Next is, this is also some examples of exercises to do but to improve mental health. First, running or walking. Second, boxing. Third, pilates. Fourth, yoga. And last is spin classes. Next is, when is the right time to exercise? So, morning workouts are ideal for burning fat and losing weight. Some research even suggests that it's easier to stick to healthy habits completed in the morning. A morning sweat may also lead to a better mental health and productivity throughout the day. Since exercise is great for reducing stress, for me, the right time to exercise is in the morning. Exercising in the morning makes you active and gives you positive mood or good mood throughout the day. Lastly is the importance of exercise. Regular exercise can have a profoundly positive impact on depression and anxiety. It relieves stress, improves memory, helps you sleep better, and boosts your overall mood. Exercise is a natural and effective anti-anxiety treatment. It enhances the well-being through the release of endorphins. These endorphins interact with the receptor in your brain that reduce your perception of pain. Endorphins also trigger positive feelings in the body. Physical activity has a huge potential to enhance our well-being. Participation in regular physical activity can increase our self-esteem and reduce stress and anxiety.
So good day everyone, my name is Charles Kent B. Calao, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about mental health and all the aspects surrounding it. But before we begin, here are our objectives for today. So our first one is to be able to define mental health. Our second one is to determine the effects of well and unwell mental state. And lastly, how do we improve our mental health? So how are you feeling lately in terms of your mental state? Have you experienced being happy at one point and then suddenly becoming sad? Have you lost your appetite? Have you lost your motivation? Have you been feeling unproductive lately? Do your thoughts keep you uneasy when it is nighttime? These are just some checkup questions to see for yourself if your mental health is healthy. So, what is the state of being mentally healthy? Well, according to multiple medical articles, mental health corresponds to the cognitive, behavioral, and emotional well being of individuals. Moreover, it affects how we think, act, or behave daily. Our mental health is under continuum, constantly influenced by factors such as our genetic makeup, our upbringing, our life circumstances, and the current stressors of our life. On the lower end of the cycle, we are met with depression and anxiety. On the brighter side, we are met with the positive mental health, thriving, the feeling of content, and fulfillment. Well, here's a fun fact for you. On the average, an adult person makes about 35,000 choices a day. Having said this, how many of these decisions do you make are affected by your healthy or unhealthy mental state? We all have mental health, and this can be unwell from time to time, just like our physical health. As previously mentioned, it can affect the way we think, behave, and feel. Being unmentally well can affect the following, such as paying attention, clear and rational thinking, retaining information, processing information, quick response, critical thinking, problem solving, organization of information in your mind, decision making, and perception, or the way we see things in life. As humans, we are notoriously bad at judgment making, and we are all influenced by our biases to the mental shortcuts that we make in our mind. This differs per individual, and for some it may be exaggerated, while for others it is almost inapplicable. In some instances, when deciding in which movie or series to watch first, it will not matter that much at all. But when we are deciding by which study habit we must stick to, our cloudy judgment may affect us in the long run. This brings me to another topic on the effects of poor mental health on students in a teaching and learning environment. For some, paying attention to lectures is quite difficult, and this leads to students missing out on the important points of the lesson. Next, we have short attention span. So some students are easily distracted, not only by means of physical distraction such as their phones, but also mental distractions such as their thoughts or anything that brings them anxiety. Next, we have retention and linking of information. So students may find it difficult to remember information and link all the lessons that they have just learned within that day. Lastly, we have answering questions. So formulating a response to questions may take some time for students since their thoughts are not clearly organized beforehand. It is quite normal to feel vulnerable at times, but it is also important to bounce back after every fall. But what happens if we continue to live a life with an unwell mental state? Well, here are some of the common mental health disorders that you may develop. First, we have general anxiety disorder. So this pertains to the feeling of anxiety even when there are no present dangers. You may experience physical symptoms such as restlessness, fatigue, tensed muscles, and even interrupted sleep. Next, we have panic disorders, which can be described as the feeling of an attack involving sudden terror or imminent danger or even death. So, simple phobias involve a disproportionate fear to a specific object, a scenario, or even an animal. On the other hand, agoraphobia pertains to situations wherein escaping seems to be difficult. An example here is an elevator which is ascending or descending, a moving train at high speeds, or even a plane at high altitudes. Lastly, we have PTSD or post-traumatic disorder. So this occurs after a person experiences a deeply stressful or traumatic event. This may lead to a constant feeling of having your life in danger. Well, with every problem in life comes a solution. It is always possible to recover from the things that harm you from the inside. You may seem hopeless at first, but it should not stop you from living a happy life. I have here some examples that can help better your mental health. So our first is make social connection a priority. Being humans, it is natural for each of us to emotionally need a good relationship and a positive connection. It is an ingredient to surviving and living a good life. Well, in our time, it is quite difficult to implement this circumstance on a face-to-face basis, but there are still other ways to do this. We have social media as a platform for interacting with your friends and other people. It may not be no better than real-life interactions, but it is the best option you have other than just isolating yourself. Next, we have staying active. So as we know, the mind and the body is linked, and if one of it suffers, so does the other. Improving your physical health is the next step to take to improve your mental health. Physical activity releases chemicals that lift your mood and improve your emotional well being. Third, we have monitor your stress levels. We experience stress that comes from numerous sources daily. We have schoolworks, personal issues, family problems, or simply anything that you think can harm you. It is important to constantly see how you feel so that you never overstress yourself to the point that you get sick. So, our next is eat a healthy diet. I'm sure you're familiar with the saying, you are what you eat. Well, in most cases, this is true. Eating foods with substance brings you energy and gives you the ability to feel good throughout the whole day. On the other hand, eating unhealthy food affects your overall well being. Always aim to eat a good amount of protein, vegetables, carbohydrates, and most importantly, drink your water. Next is sleep. Sleep is more important than you think it is. It is what separates high functioning people from sluggish people. The feeling of being recharged and ready to take on the world is the goal for everyone. If this isn't the case, try to at least get some quality and uninterrupted sleep. Lastly is find a purpose in life. In my opinion, this is the most important step in attaining a healthy mental state. Finding your purpose doesn't come to you immediately. It is a constant process of trial and error. From the get-go, you wouldn't know what you are good in without trying it at first. But once you find what fills you in life, develop it and share it with others. Finding your purpose adds another element in life that is always worth waking up for. So I ask you, how are you feeling during this pandemic and what are the things that you are doing that keeps you sane? So feel free to comment them down below. Well, that's it for my report and I'm hoping that you have learned something new. Thank you and God bless.
Hello everyone, hello sir, hello cadets. My name is Charles Angelo Giaganan and I am here to discuss about the importance of mental health. So, I have here the 3 learning objectives. First, to know the importance of the health. Second, the consequences of not being mentally healthy. And the third is example of being mentally healthy. So, what is good mental health? The importance of mentally healthy is a good mental health. So, what is good mental health? All of us, we struggle from time to time, but good mental health help us bounce back when times get rough. Being in a state of good mental health allows us to maintain a good relationship or a healthy relationship rather, as well as our physical well-being, and we make a solid life choices to make a betterment rather for ourselves and those around of us. How do we sustain our mental health? There are many ways to sustain our mental health. For example, we can sustain it by removing the toxic people around us. And for example, someone is not appreciating ourselves or you and me is not appreciating our existence, like friends, girlfriend, or rather let's say your best friend. So cut them off and start your life make better by starting a physical activity, healthy diet, and the peers that can help you rather to grow as a person. And of course, a way of knowing God is a better ways to sustain a positive mental health. Next is the consequences of not being mentally healthy during this pandemic. So there are a lot of people who is not mentally healthy during this pandemic, and I can say that 80% of it is a student like me. So losing yourself, you are not going out, and because of the anxiety that gives you by this
COVID-19 and also fear to interact people, and you are always in your room making some module, attending some online class, and you will go out if it's needed, and you lose interest in your habits and anything, and even your friends that you have is gone because you are not communicating with them because you feel anxious, and you are shy to disturb them because of your feelings that you feel or experiencing. And the last example of being mentally healthy. So the last is, first, I will explain how to cope up of not being mentally healthy. And of course, the example of being mentally healthy. First is how we cope up being not mentally healthy. All you have to do is list down all you can and you can't control, and start exercise, eat healthy foods, and find a person who can listen to you and can give you a boost of self-esteem and make you happy. Being that we can get example of being mentally healthy because of the positivity given to you by that person or anything that can satisfy your feelings to be a calm and positive vibes. And also another example of mentally healthy is a mindfulness techniques rather. It helps a lot to manage anxiety and negative or improvise. That's why mental health is very important to us. It can lead in a worse scenario where people tend to hurt and kill themselves just to ease the pain that they are suffering. And that's all for my topic. Thank you, and I hope you have learned something.
Hi everyone, good day. I am Karen Alisna, and today we talk about the importance of physical health. Here's the learning objectives. You will be able to understand what is the importance of physical health, and you will know what happens if you are not physically healthy, and you you will learn some examples to be physically healthy. The importance of a healthy lifestyle. If a machine is treated with care and properly maintained, it is more likely to function efficiently. The human body too is like a machine, only for advance. Similarly to the human body is most likely to function to the best of its ability. If it is kept fit and healthy, we must be able to make the best use of our bodies. In order to work hard, we are happy only when we enjoy good health. And what will happen if you are physically healthy? It can improve your muscle strength and boost your endurance. Exercise delivers oxygen and nutrients to your tissues and help your cardiovascular system work more efficient. And when your heart and lung health improve, you have more energy to tackle daily chores. People who are physically active at a healthy weight live about 7 years longer than those who are not active and obese and are obese. And the important part is that those extra years are generally healthier years. Staying active helps delay or prevent chronic illness and diseases associated with aging. That is why we must we must give our body some exercise. We must make some time to be physically healthy. It is so important for us to be physically healthy, especially these days, because there are diseases that what we so called the COVID-19 or the coronavirus. And according to Woodrow Wilson, if we lose if we lose our body, okay, we'll lose everything. So we must take good care of it, because our body is our weapon. And and to prevent this kind of viruses, the one thing we we should do is to keep keep us to keep ourselves healthy, for to make our immune system strong, and to fight the viruses to not be able to be infected. And for those two for us students, it is also very important to have a physical to be physically healthy, because students who are physically active tends to have better grades, school attendance, cognitive performance, and have a good classroom behaviors. Higher physical activity and physical fitness levels are associated with improved cognitive performance among the students. The example of what to do, or what will you do if you have some time, the example is swimming, because swimming helps us build endurance, muscle strength, and cardiovascular fitness, and it helps us out from anxiety and depression. So by that kind of thing, we help our body to be healthy, and to be out from the anxiety and depression. So if we should take time to have some physical activity such as swimming. And also, regular exercise and physical activity promotes strong muscles and bones. It improves respiratory, cardiovascular, and health, and also health and overall health. Staying active can also help you maintain a healthy weight, reduce your risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and reduce your risk for some cancers. Take note, there are 5 benefits of regular physical activities. First, no, rather it is not 5, but there are a couple of them, more than 5. First is it will reduce your risk of heart attack. Next is manage your weight better, have a lower cholesterol level. It will lower the risk of type 2 diabetes and some cancers. You will have lower blood pressure. You will have stronger bones, muscle, and joints, and lower risk of developing osteoporosis. And lastly, it will lower your risk of falls. If you are not physically healthy, or you are not physically active, you increase your health risk in many ways. You are prone to this disease, the coronary heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, breathlessness, flabby body, little energy, stiff joints, osteoporosis, poor posture, and overweight. For example, the obesity, it refers to if you will not eat healthy foods, you will get that kind of what we so called obesity, or the excess amount of body fat. So to avoid that kind of situation, we should be involved in physical activities such as playing basketball or volleyball and etc. There are a couples of physical activities. For example, me and my cousin was not involved in physical activity Unlike me, I am so very active in physical activities such as basketball. The thing is, my cousin is he got easily he will get easily sick, and his immune system is just not strong enough to fight the virus. And me, okay, my immune system is so strong because I am physically healthy. So to avoid diseases, and to have long lifespan, we should take good care of our body for us to live longer. So